Hello everybody, I just want to show sometimes you get your line backlashed and knots tied up in it. I'm going to show you how I undone this one, so maybe you can do the same. And sometimes right there in the deal, in the spool, you have to take the knots out also. Hello everybody, I wanted to show you that sometimes when you get your spool kind of line pulled into the spool, which I just kind of untangled it a little bit, but I need to go all the way out. I tied it onto this tree, if you can see where I'm pulling on it, and I'm going to run my line all the way out like this just to untangle it. And if you can see, I'm walking away from that tree doing that, so I can get the spool back on there properly, so I don't have it knotted within the reel itself. I got this real parsley deal, and right there is where I had pulled the line down in the spool, and I'm trying to get this all undone so I can rewind it onto the spool, and that way it doesn't cause me problems when I'm fishing with it. Sometimes you wrap the line around there twice, and before you finally cinch the line, what will happen is if you don't wrap it around there twice, it'll slip when you're trying to get down to the end of the reel. I got probably about 200 yards of line from that tree way up there that's on this reel, and now I'm going to reel it up. And I successfully reeled the reel on there, and it looks fine now, and the reel's not all bunched up or pulled inside of each other. And I went from this tree down there almost to that far sign down there, probably the second to the farthest one, and I'm judging this is almost 200 yards of line in the reel. And I got the mess untangled. Like a lot of times, sometimes you can backlash a reel when you're casting it out, and when you're cinching them down and putting it on the way with your rod, the line should be never tight, but it should be snug. Make sure you don't tighten this tightener too tight, because then you pull the line, you pull this line into the reel, and then you get a mess down there, and then you have to undo the line again, just like I did, and redo it, wind it all back up again. Or else sometimes when you backlash, or maybe you might even have to replace the line, just depends upon how bad it is. I've even had to take a knife and cut across the line like that, and take the line off the reel and redo it with some new line. If you put on this braided line, it can be kind of pricey, but anyway, that's the segment of undoing your mess that you make when you do a reel. I ask, if you like this video, hit the subscribe button, the like button, the notification, and share it with somebody, because they might need to know something about this also the same. Thank you very much. Fish hard, fish safe, poles bent, wild outdoor Nebraska. Thank you very much.